You okay there, mate? You all right, buddy? You all right? Stay with us, mate.
Oxy.
Hey, get the airbase straight away. Get the airbase.
Get the defib out.
This morning, a strange object takes centre stage.
Lifeguards, can I help you?
What, Lifeguards, Aaron speaking? Oh, really? Where at?
Lifeguards. Now, you went to Ben Butler and now it's coming back towards you guys.
This morning, locals have reported a UFO.
Thank you. Bye. Unidentified floating objects.
Yeah, UFO.
Not flying.
The theories on UFOs with Bondi Rescue have really been wide and far between.
I had a bloke call me this morning saying it was a whale caught in the shark nets.
Dead body.
Pregnant penguin.
People's imaginations really run riot, especially low light, early morning, you know, drizzly, dark grey days. All these things have been reported this morning. It's quite spooky. Members of the staff have been hoodwinked.
Kind of looks like an escape chute off a plane.
There's only one way to solve the mystery.
Time to put an end to the rumours and find out exactly what this thing is.
Hopefully it's something interesting.
The old guard make a prudent decision. This is a job for the young guns. Max heads out.
When I was I don't even know what it might be, but I seen a shadow underneath it, so I just kind of didn't want to get too close.
There's a brief standoff.
Looks like a jumping castle.
The UFO offers no resistance.
They're just trying to, apparently it's full of water and they're just trying to bring it up. They've got it, oh, actually they've got it on the ski.
Finally, the UFO is dragged off stage, but the mystery is barely clearer.
It's pretty long.
I just had the idea there was the buoy that sits in between the boat and the dock. Sounds, I don't know, it sounds pretty right to me. Can't think of anything else that it would be. Yeah, we get things washed up here all the time, but I've been here for a year and a bit and I've never had anything as strange as this, so the first for everything, I guess.
Was this the first man to be attacked by a shark at Bondi since 1929?
No way he got bit by a shark.
8:30 last night, in the water, attacked by a gummy shark. Punched it in the nose to get it off me, fighted with it a bit. Then after that, yeah, pretty much it.
Mate, there was no one else around, eh? Mate, you've done well, I'll tell you what, because there's some nasty... I'm going to do one of these, alright? It'll take the pain away.
After the bite last night, I laid down and I was unconscious, so I fell asleep and woke up this morning with a lot of blood on my arm, so went back in the water again this morning to clean it with the salt water, yeah.
34-year-old Scott and girlfriend Kelly only recently arrived from Tasmania. Paramedics attend one very lucky man.
Put this in your mouth, alright? You can start sucking through that. He's passed out on the rocks down there last night and we've only just found him now. So he's been there for 14, 16 hours.
How much did you have to drink last night?
3 cans, that's it.
Any reason why you think that you may have been passed out on the rocks for so long?
Yeah, because of the bite and being unconscious, went unconscious.
But for 14 hours is really long. What time did you go swimming last night?
8:30. Then after,
PM.
Then after that I woke up about 10. Woke up about 10:30 this morning, blood all over my arm.
So you went for a swim at 8:30 PM last night and you woke up on the rocks at 10 o'clock this morning?
Yep.
And you'd only had 3 cans of beer last night?
Yep.
Right. What's your medical history, Scott?
Good.
Do you have any medical problems? Do you take any medication? Do you see a doctor for any reason whatsoever?
Just antidepressants, that's all.
Antidepressants,
yeah.
All right. And the only injury from the shark is here on your arm? You weren't bitten anywhere else? Don't have any pain anywhere else?
No, but just like know when this starts working.
The strong pain could indicate Scott also has a fracture.
Deep breaths, mate. Suck it in.
Just hold his hand up for me.
Do you want me to grab it? I've got it. All right, mate, take it easy.
Mate, I've got to put the bandage on it,
Keep sucking. If you keep sucking on that whistle, the pain will go away.
Trust me, it's not going to go away. I've had 3 penine forward. And
When did you have those and where did you have those? Did you have those on the rocks with you?
No, I had them this morning at 6 o'clock when I woke up.
Okay, so you didn't sleep on the rocks. You've obviously been home somewhere if
No, I
you've
didn't
taken...
sleep on the rocks.
Right.
That's the story you've given us.
No. You know where the cave is?
Yeah.
You can ask the other guys up.
Yeah. So you slept in the cave?
Yeah.
What we can do is we can run you up to the hospital because you need to get those cleaned up a bit and...
What about the pain?
That's what you've got the green whistle for. That's pain relief.
You just ain't doing nothing.
Oh, well, we don't have anything stronger, unfortunately. You have to wait till you get to the hospital. Okay? How did you get up to the lifeguard tower?
Hey, Mum. How are you? It's me again. Got bit by a shark. Bondi.
It's obviously doing something to you.
All right, Scott.
We're going to help you up, champ. We're going to get you to the ambo, all right?
Wait till I for your sis.
As Scott is taken to hospital, he's about to get his 15 minutes of fame. No one's been attacked by a shark at Bondi for nearly 80 years.
That's a shark. Not a big one, because he wouldn't have had his arm left, and there wouldn't have been anything that he probably would have taken him.
Like they're proper bite marks, mate. Like these, you know.
To me, I could be wrong, I'm not infallible, but that looked like teeth to me.
Bobby and H are convinced by Scott's story. Chapo is not quite so sure.
He wrestled it off, fought it off, and came back to shore and passed out.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Well, it's not a dog. There's no tigers around.
It's been so long down here since there's been a shark attack, so, you know, there's going to be sceptics. If we tell, you know, I'll go down and tell Azza now, or Reidy, and they'll say, nah, mate, no way you got bit by a shark. But listening to Yordwin and Harry, you know, they're kind of...
Did you see the marks?
I did see the marks, but...
What would you think it was then?
Well, you know, who knows? I look, just massive gouges in his arm. You know, could have easily been a shark attack.
I've got to admit, I haven't seen too many shark attacks in my time.
But you've seen pictures in books, Bobby, of people that have been savaged by a shark.
What I want to know, but if anyone was here last night, if the seagulls lifted, right, there's a chance it was a proper shark, all right? If the seagulls jumped out of the water, there's a shark for sure.
This is my 11th season. I've been waiting because, you know, the amount of open ocean swimming and the amount of people that now swim in the ocean with a lot of disdain for for sharks, it's going to wake a lot of people up and make them realise it is a reality.
At St Vincent's Emergency, Scott is being treated after reporting he was attacked by a shark at Bondi Beach.
But we're just going to see how far down, you know, obviously sharks' teeth, you know, are quite long and they can penetrate quite deep down, so we've got to make sure that hasn't gone down into the elbow joint.
That's the most...
Yeah, the one above the joint's the worst one.
Like I said, there's pain running up my arm.
Are you allergic to anything?
Yeah, sharks.
I'm just going to have a look under here, okay? Yeah, see, that's gone into the capsule of the elbow, okay? You didn't think of coming up last night?
It was all a big shot.
Yeah,
and I ran
it
out
is
of
a bit
that
of a
water
shock.
so fast.
Yeah.
And then I just collapsed.
Okay.
And went to sleep.
Anyway, you're here now, which is the main thing.
While shock may have clouded Scott's memory, Kelly has more precise recollections.
I knew that he went for a swim. He said to me, I'm going for a swim, babe. And I said, okay, that's okay. You go for a swim, but be careful. And then next thing I fell asleep because I'm a very tired person. I love my sleep and everything like every girl does. And next thing he comes to bed and sleeps. And yeah, he didn't say a word. He just collapsed on the bed. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, babe, move over. And he didn't make a word out of his mouth or anything. And I woke up this morning and I saw blood all up his arm, all over his shorts and everything, and all over me.
It was like being cut through with a knife. It was a serrated knife. And just bites going chunk. But I just kept on hitting him in that nose as much as because it's so hard to hit through water. And I just couldn't get that big enough punches into his nose.
The orthopaedic surgeons have come down, and the wound that we saw on the elbow, it does need to go to theatre, and the others need to be washed as well and then sutured. And the best way to do that is in theatre under a general anaesthetic. We've assessed nerve damage and he's got normal sensation. He's been very lucky.
Back at Bondi, Chapo and Maxi try to piece together details of Scott's extraordinary story.
Maxi, we'll go and see if there's any blood. Maybe find out a little bit more about this story.
Backpackers and homeless people sometimes bunk down in the caves at South Bondi.
We're just kind of collecting all this guy's belongings because, you know, even though it's not much, it might mean a lot to him, so...
As for evidence of the shark attack, there's little to be found.
There doesn't seem to be anything else up here, eh? Like, there's no blood or anything that I can see, so...
Meanwhile, before surgery, Scott retells the story everyone wants to hear.
Kelly went to sleep in the sleeping bag and I went for a dip and got attacked by a shark. I'm not blaming the shark, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably would have been about...
Scott's recollections are becoming more detailed.
Probably would have been about, as I said, about that big, he would have been. I was looking at him, all right. Bloody oath, I was looking at him.
Before heading into the operating theatre, Scott gets an anxious call from his dad.
Yeah, I won the fight. I'm just glad to be here, that's all.
Yes, me too, brother.
Yeah. Much more things can't go wrong in my life. Yeah. So I'm going up to surgery in about half an hour.
Are you, mate?
Yeah, and I'm on the news at 6 o'clock down there. All right, love you, Dad. Take care. Bye.
Word has spread to his family. Now, it's about to spread across the country.
Here we go.
Surgery tonight after being attacked by a shark at Sydney's iconic
Bondi Beach. A short time ago, he described how he thought he was going to die.
Scott was swimming in South Bondi last night when he felt the shark bite into his arm. Shark
Attacked me, grabbed hold of my arm, wouldn't let go. So I ended up punching him in the nose and trying to fight him off.
claims tonight the Australian public.
I can't understand how that shark got through that net, or it's just, yeah, it's just a big shock, and I'm glad to still be here for my kids, and yeah, just happy. It's the first one in 70 years.
As Scott wheels into surgery, his story beams around the world.
A shark has attacked a swimmer at Sydney's world-famous Bondi Beach. It's the first such attack in 70 years. He managed to break free and escape after punching the shark on the nose.
Next morning, beachgoers disregard the possible danger. Swimmers frolic in the exact spot where the attack reportedly took place. A little later, Bondi's international celebrity makes an emotional return to show off his 38 stitches.
Hey, Scotty, how are you, mate?
The story's spot on. Spot on, yeah. Couldn't get much more spot on. Bloody spot on.
Don't cry.
It's all true, but scary and it's upsetting, and yeah, I'm just grateful that I'm still here.
It's only a small one.
Didn't look small yesterday.
It's had a couple of goes at you. Do you remember it, like, whack, whack?
3 times.
Yeah.
Three times.
But it was like, it's come from an angle.
Yeah.
Amazing,
It's
actually.
probably a wobbing on because there's no bottom jaw. It's only been bitten from the top.
Yeah.
So that's, you know, I've been thinking about it a lot. If it would have been a proper Noah, you would have had the bottom tooth as well. Yeah. And you wouldn't be here, mate. You would have bled to death.
Real glad I came out better.
Yeah, God,
It's like having a fight with Mike Tyson, but I never got the ear chewed off.
Curious about exactly what happened, H takes Scott and Kelly back to the scene of the attack.
I decided to go for a swim just out here.
Okay.
Just past that little cave bit there and just out past the rocks there.
Oh, just in the storm, where the storm water runs out. Yeah, I got
just
it.
there. Next minute, all I know is I got grabbed from the arm.
Yeah.
Don't know what it was, turned around. Could see a bit of grey, but not much because it was a bit dark.
Yeah.
And just started to hit him on the nose.
Ah.
And just started to punch him on the nose and kept punching him on the nose.
Smart thing to do.
And then he kept on, he let go for a couple of seconds, then he come back again. He come back for more. And then I thought, oh, I'm not going to make it out of the water here. I'm going to die here. This is it. I've lost everything. Blood coming out everywhere. Yeah. Blood everywhere, all over me, all over my shorts. I had to throw them all away. And then Kelly, the next morning, found me in a big pool of blood. Hey, Kelly. And that's where, yeah, that's where I thought I was gone. I was dead. I thought I was dead.
the details remain a little confused. Never having dealt with a shark attack, lifeguards can't fall back on experience.
Grab on, wouldn't it?
When I spoke to him, he genuinely believed that he'd been attacked by a shark.
Or he's a tremendous con artist, one of the greats of all time.
I can't understand if you fought off a shark, you'd have that much adrenaline in your body. The experience I liken it to was when I was running with the bulls in Pamplona, and it's, you know, it's a near-death experience. You could die from the bulls, and you're not going to sleep afterwards. Your heart rate and your adrenaline's just buzzing.
As Scott recuperates in a local backpackers hostel, 3 days of scrutiny follow. But as faith in Scott's story seems to be dwindling, Tom and Brooke make a dramatic discovery in Bondi's shark net.
Yeah, go ahead, jet ski.
Mate, we've got a massive shark in the net out here.
Tom, is the shark alive?
Visibility's pretty poor, but we'll get back to you in just a sec, just as soon as Brooke dives down and has a look. Jet ski clear.
Yeah, copy that. Tell Brookie to be careful. We wouldn't want to lose her.
I would go in with you, but I'm driving the ski.
Yeah, right.
So I'll just look out for you up here.
Brave girl, man. Brave girl.
The 2.5-metre shark has only been in the net a day or two. Was it the same shark that attacked Scott?
What sort of shark do you reckon it is?
I think it's a great nurse.
Yeah?
Yep.
Why is that, just because of the teeth and stuff?
Yeah.
I can't believe how close it is to the shoreline. Like, we're 200 metres offshore and there's 3 to 4 metre beasts like that.
People swim out here every day.
Later that day, the shark boat arrives to clear the net.
Yeah, it's probably about 8 to 10 feet.
The shark is an endangered grey nurse. Generally considered harmless, they have bitten divers when provoked. Did the grey nurse bite Scott? Or was it a gummy shark as he claims? Some lifeguards are blaming a common but sometimes aggressive wobbegong.
The man bit. Massive. It was a wobbegong. It's called a wobbegong. They only go about that big. And it bit the man on the arm.
As the debate continues, Tom receives an anonymous phone call. A woman claims she knows the truth.
Saying that she knew the guy who got attacked by a shark and he's currently in police custody, and that he was a known criminal and that he was caught, breaking and entering.
Just because he is an alleged thief or an alleged criminal doesn't mean that he hasn't been attacked by a shark.
But the anonymous informer also claims Scott's injury happened days before the alleged attack. Scott's story is getting murkier by the minute. Lifeguards call in shark expert Dennis Reidy to put the case to rest.
Oh, mate, Dennis, come in, mate.
It could be a shark bite. I wouldn't be 100% sure. Now, what I generally like to do in this case is look at the underside as well.
Okay.
And if it's only on one side of the arm, then it's a little bit
well, it is only on one side of the arm.
Yeah,
every species of shark that you're aware of has teeth on the bottom.
Yep. And they're usually the thing that grabs first. So the typical behaviour of most of the sharks is to grab something with the lower teeth and then either saw or bite into it with the top.
There was nothing underneath here. It was only on top. We were under the presumption that wobbegongs had no bottom teeth, so that's why we thought it was a wobbegong. But clearly, you've just proven us all wrong.
So is this the jaw of a wobbegong?
That's a wobbegong, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about a 1.4 metre wobbegong.
Yep.
Can you tell me roughly the width of those?
You're looking at, I'd say, 3/4 of an inch.
Oh look, there's no shark that I know that would have that wider scrape.
I'm not sure if you've heard today. He's been arrested. This gentleman for break and enter.
If I had two possibilities, one glass window and two possible shark bite, I'd say the probabilities would lie in favour of the going through a glass window.
Days after Scott's alleged shark attack, beachgoers flock back to Bondi. Scott's murky story, an anonymous tip-off and evidence from a shark expert have left lifeguards sceptical. Now the newspapers have smelt a rat.
This has got to be one of the biggest hoaxes we've ever seen down here. Let me read it to you. Bondi's bogus bite, shark attack, just a fishy line. Shark attack never occurred, and the man who made the claim has been arrested for theft, sources have told. Take a look at him.
Although I did say only 99% I was convinced, I never was quite 100% convinced.
That 1% plays a big role down here.
It does now.
It just means we've taken another dimension to our job. We're private detectives now. You know, we solve crimes as well as rescue people.
Well, you'd be Kojak then if there wasn't.
Scott's now getting more bad press than the shark. The paper alleges he actually cut his arm on a broken window.
It's one hell of a con job.
And he's probably having a good time now, having a good laugh, because he got away with it for a good week.
What happened tomorrow? Who's to know? Really, it's just that next time it happens, we'll be having a good look, won't we?
And as it turned out, he got caught by the police through his stupidity anyway, so...
I guess he probably didn't realise it was going to go worldwide.
Days later, Scott's girlfriend Kelly returns to the beach. It's a chance for Detective Inspector Bobby to wrap up the investigation.
Oh, here she is. How are you, all right?
How are you?
Good, what's going on?
Nothing. What?
Nothing? We sort of found out it may not have been a shark bite. Right. We're not really sure. Are you happy to enlighten us on anything else? What might have really happened?
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, fill us in.
Okay, what happened was when we went to Hobart, he got bitten by, he didn't get bitten by nothing. He put his arm through a window.
A window?
Down in Hobart, yeah.
Oh, here we go. The story thickens, eh? The plot thickens. And so why did you sort of back your story up about the shark?
Why? Because I was scared of him.
Oh, you're a bit scared of him? So that day when I said to you down here, I thought it was a bit strange that you didn't run up and get help straight away, you know, and if you said he got bitten by a shark.
That's right.
So you pretty much knew the whole time, didn't you?
He'll probably feel very guilty now. He'll probably think, why did I do it for? Why couldn't I just tell him what happened? You know what I mean? They might have just took me down there and fixed my arm up, but I just didn't have to say I got bitten by a shark. What am I going to do? I'm going to move on with my life and start my life fresh again, though.
Scott later pleaded guilty to break and enter charges and car theft.
He lied to us, fully lied, and he was good at it, you know? He had me convinced. A little bit annoyed.
Probably would have been about, as I said, about that big. He would have been.
I don't really feel cheated. I feel a bit stupid more than cheated.
I was looking at him, all right. Bloody oath, I was looking at him.
You always get misled down at Bondi. There's always something that, you know, you think happened, but it usually turns out to be something else.
I just kept on hitting him in that nose.
We've got to take people on face value, you know. If someone comes up and says, I got bit by a shark, well, you know, we sort of help them first and ask questions later.
Real glad I came out better.
Yeah, God,
It's like having a fight with Mike Tyson, but I never got the ear chewed off.
Well, I woke in the morning to the strangest dream.
Lifeguards deal with hundreds of lost kids every summer. But on very rare occasions, it's not the kids who go missing.
Jules to Central. We've got a missing parent. I've got the young boy down here with me.
We had a report of a missing parent, and mainly we get children go missing. What does the missing parent look like?
6'2".
He's
got a moustache, bit of a beard. He's got a blue bodyboard, and he's also wearing blue shorts.
So it's a man with a moustache and blue shorts.
It's a novel experience for lifeguards to have a child looking for a parent.
What are we looking for?
Yeah,
that's the one Your dad. Yeah, we just get on the binoculars thinking that the dad will turn up. So we're looking for a bearded man, I suppose.
Is this him here? Has he got blue shorts? Is this him?
A lot of men down here take their beards very seriously. Yeah?
That's not him.
I'll tell you what, if you stay lost for long enough, he'll start worrying about you and come looking for you. How about that one? Probably catching some weight.
After 15 minutes of searching, a man is spotted running towards the tower.
I actually spotted this dad running towards the patrol tent.
His facial hair is little more than a mild growth, but he does have blue shorts.
Yes, that's him, that's him.
Yeah, got him. Let him run, make him run, make him run. It was definitely not a beard, it was a little bit of stubble. Take him a zipper dipper. Got the son to open the door and, yeah, gave him a little zipper duper.
What are you like? I've been up and down the beach for an hour.
Yeah, he did the right thing.
He tried to call you a couple times.
Yeah, he's been good.
Well, he went for boogie boards and Dad went back to sketchboard and actually had a little sit down and fell asleep. Good night. And then, yeah, panic stations after that.
Dad fell asleep, good on him. That was gold.
An explosive device washes up on the beach.
Definitely escalated, mate.
Bondi in lockdown.
They've just asked me if we want the tower, because the tower could get blown up.
Do not have the police or military.
Yeah. It's scary.
Oh my god. Where was it? Just
in the water. I don't want it to
flammable. Looks like a bomb. Nah.
No, don't say that.
Unwisely, Kyle gives it a nudge. Kerbox is more cautious and calls police.
Good, mate. Listen, we just got this thing washed up on the beach. It's like a metal cylinder, and it says it contains phosphorus. It says if found or whatever, notify police or the military.
To arm for hand launching. Rotate cover. Seems like it'll you'll put it in something it'll shoot off.
Rotate it.
It does look like some kind of rocket. Oh, this is something.
Do not push
dangerous.
base plug in. Yeah, please, no one touch it.
Yeah, no, this is actually kind of serious, actually. Yeah, the police are pretty concerned, actually. They said, mate, whatever you do, just stay there and don't make sure no one touches it. It could explode. Do not touch it. Too late. Don't touch it. Never a dull moment down here. Have a look at it. It's ridiculous.
As a jogger nearly treads on the explosive device, Kyle decides to create a 1 metre exclusion zone.
Got a bomb on the beach. Just in case some runner just almost kicked it.
We were meant to be doing the biathlon, but instead we came for a walk up and down here and we went into the water.
Emma and Claudia are volunteer lifesavers.
And then Emma just found this cylinder object and started reading it, and it said return to military, so we got really scared and came up to the lifeguard tower.
Bondi keeps throwing me these curveballs. This beach is out of control. We got 40,000 people, half of them trying to go out and drown us. Now we got bombs washing on the beach that isn't really helping us. These two girls found it semi-submerged in the water while they were swimming, and they picked it up and brought it up here, and that's when they notified us. And it has instructions on how to arm it, so you can imagine it's kind of serious.
Local police call the bomb squad.
Yeah.
The exclusion zone is immediately expanded from 1 metre to 30.
Now we got some kind of explosive or something on the beach, and we're about to leave, and it says call the military or the police immediately. And a couple of girls.
Kerbox's romantic evening is suddenly on hold.
No, I wouldn't be ringing you if it went off. I guess they don't know what it is. It could be dangerous, could not be. I guess they're taking no chances on this. All right, I won't say what she's saying. All right, see ya. Bye. She wasn't too bad.
Shortly after, the police rescue squad arrives. They expand the exclusion zone from 30 metres to 300. Half of Bondi Beach is now in lockdown.
Another interesting day at Bondi.
Whatever's inside the mystery cylinder must pack a punch.
Yeah, we go. We're out of here now, mate.
The police are taking it very seriously.
It's an hour after knockoff time on Valentine's Day. For Harries and Kyle, it looks like a late night at the office.
We're going to get... The police want our assistance down there. They haven't got enough manpower and there's a lot of people gathering. We're not trained as lifeguards in bomb management, but we've got a duty of care to the public, so it's really important that we kind of help out. Everyone's tired. They've just worked 10 hours on the beach, but what do? You just do your best. Got to help out here.
It's definitely escalated, mate. We got Harry's back in with him. He's come back to help us out, so yeah, it's all happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we all move back another 100 metres, please, from this area, just for your own safety? Just help us out. I'll just stand around. could be a very serious matter. Move right back, thank you.
What started as 4 witches' hats around the explosive device has become a lockdown of Bondi Beach.
So we've got to stop this traffic coming through. They don't want cars.
You guys want to move up to Campbell Parade for us? Thank you. Come on, up to Campbell Parade. Thank you. They've found something down on the beach. Yeah. It's a bit dangerous, so move up to Campbell Parade for us. That'd be great. Thank you. Okay.
Look at that. We got it covered.
We've got dinner reservations down there.
On a night like this, Bondi is no place for lovers.
Thank you.
Then, Defence Force bomb experts arrive. Special equipment is brought in to disarm the explosive device.
They've just asked me if we want the tower, because the tower could get blown up and a lot of the glass in the surrounding area. This is amazing. I've never dealt with something like this on Bondi Beach.
Right when you think you've seen it all, a bomb comes ashore at Bondi Beach. It's something I've never dealt with in Hawaii.
After 3 tense hours, the explosive device is finally disarmed. Police give Hoppo the all clear.
Satisfied that everything's safe, so we're going to go. We'll take all our goodies with us and everything's declared safe. So, yeah, thanks for that.
Thanks.
They've gone down and defused the bomb or whatever it was that floated in, and they've called it all clear and everyone's moving away and it's all over.
It's not until the next day that lifeguards find out the nature of the device and how dangerous the situation was.
Now, I'd suggest that if you were holding on to that and the scuttling charge operated, the experience of that would be probably similar of trying to hold on to the nozzle of an oxyacetylene torch. Yeah. Okay. Right. Very, very hot. Lots of molten metal, which gets thrown in the probably around about 10 to 20 metre mark. The item at Bondi completely failed to initiate, so it was fully armed and live.
The mystery cylinder was a military flare used in anti-submarine operations.
The 2 girls I taught her, they grabbed it and they came to the beach and she's kind of like holding it and shaking it. Would that have done anything or not really?
That is an undesirable.
Yeah, I mean,
A bomb scare seems a reasonable excuse for missing a romantic dinner on Valentine's Day. But perhaps the lifeguards were meant to be together anyway.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Yeah. Oh, Hoppo and Harries and...
Once again.
Yeah. Once again.
We're by ourselves.
Once again.
The Lone Rangers.
Right?
This is how it ends every year.
You all right, mate?
A major emergency as a man stops breathing in the tower.
Get the airboat straight away, get the airboat. You all right?
Bo and Harries help a disoriented man with a mystery ailment.
I don't know if I've got, I'm going to faint.
Yeah?
The man started feeling faint after a swim.
You all right, mate, up there?
He's covered in sweat.
Has this happened before to you? Something wrong with your skin, put inside. Yeah, he's going to go. Put your arm around here, mate. Here, grab him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Just pick him up from the leg. All right?
His condition is getting worse by the second.
Take the oxy straight out, ready? He's heavy on this bed? Yeah, we'll put him straight on the bed. There we go. You okay there, mate?
Suddenly, he stops breathing.
Okay, mate? You all right, buddy? You all right? Stay with us, mate. Oxy. Hey, get the airbase straight away. Get the airbase. Get the defib out.
Lifeguards don't know whether his condition could be a heart attack, simple sunstroke, or drug-related.
Got a bag, Harry? Yep, straight into it.
Harries ventilates him and administers oxygen.
Still unconscious as we speak. Breathing?
Breathing.
Yeah. Harry's is breathing normally.
He's sort of going in. We're assisting him. Basically, we're bagging him.
Yeah. Thank boss. Bondi Beach Lifeguard Tower. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Ambulance is on its way.
What happened?
I've got a pulse in my hand.
What happened?
He just went on his fan.
The oxyviver helps the man resume breathing on his own.
Just take deep breaths, mate.
Take deep breaths, buddy.
Eventually, he comes around.
That's it. Relax as much as possible.
18-year-old Matt is from Western Sydney. Lifeguards need his medical history.
Everything. Has he got any? You got asthma? That's all?
But asthma doesn't explain his clammy skin.
He might be allergic to something in the water, like his skin colour wasn't that bad, like that he was that dehydrated, and he has had a couple of bottles of water. Yep.
He's going to let you breathe yourself, right?
off. You alright?
Sweet.
How you feel now?
I don't know, when it gets cold, the water makes my stomach itchy and red.
Yeah.
And it feels like it swells up.
With this new information, Deano thinks he may have a diagnosis.
The girl I met has anaphylaxis to coldness, and you have difficulty breathing.
Deano guesses Matt may suffer a rare condition that makes him allergic to the cold.
Oh my God, it's the quickest I've seen someone go. He just was like just breathing, then he just went gone out. And his eyes were just crystallised like marbles. It was that quick.
When he came in, he was purple.
I just can't believe how quick he just was gone.
Matt's girlfriend knew he went to the tower. Now she's seen the ambulance.
Well, what happened? He fainted. Yeah, he fainted before.
Serious? I thought he was joking. Oh my gosh, I'm scared now.
Out of the way for me.
I don't know, he just said he was going to faint and I didn't believe him, so he went to the lifeguards.
All right, a few bumps on the way in.
Later, doctors confirmed Matt suffers a rare allergic reaction to cold water that causes hives. Matt's swim had sent him into anaphylactic shock.